Hello ladies and gents, welcome to the channel. So we're here to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi and the recent slew of spoilers. They actually all come from one place, makingstarwars.net. There are some interesting spoilers here, and I thought we'd just cover it. Like, I, generally speaking, cover the Disney Star Wars properties just to kind of see what they're doing, how they're moving, whether there's any salvation at the end of the road when it comes to Disney handling Star Wars. Now, they all come from one place. We're going to talk about the main plot points specifically for now, and then some other spoilers. It's full spoilers, but it all pertains to, the core of the story, like what it actually sounds like, why Ben leaves Tatooine, all these kind of things. So I thought we'd dive into that today, ladies and gents. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a great day. Let's take a look at this. So, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Straggler. Again, this is all on makingstarwars.net. I will leave links down below in the description box. And again, I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So, tensions between Star Wars' favourite uncle and our hero have never been worse. Uncle Owen is seething about Obi-Wan Kenobi's proximity to his nephew, Luke Skywalker. Kenobi is hated for doing his job. His life is hard. But in some ways, his position as defender of Luke Skywalker is even harder. In many ways, none of this is even Kenobi's fault. Poor guy. So, again, full spoilers, right? Why is the Grand Inquisitor on Tatooine with his disciples? I mean, that's an interesting question. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? Why would he be there? Okay, so the assumption is the Inquisitors are hunting Obi-Wan Kenobi. And over the last year, the sources close to makingstarwars.net have informed them that this assumption is incorrect. Kenobi is actually a pro at sneaking around and not getting caught, which, look, we're talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi being this big, Jedi legend, badass. Good, he should be a pro at sneaking around. He should be. Otherwise, how would he manage to stay hidden for so long? Right? He should be a pro, so I like that. I think that's solid stuff there, right? So these chowder heads could never find Kenobi if he was trying not to be found. However, Obi-Wan has spent a decade of his life after Order 66 keeping his head down. Every move Kenobi makes is calculated and the risks are weighed. So this is a very seasoned Obi-Wan Kenobi that we're going to be getting. Very seasoned by the sounds of it. Kenobi does not make a move that will draw any attention to himself or endanger Luke Skywalker. However, something happens. Some stranger pops into his life. The safety is shattered when a young Jedi, apparently a straggler named Nari, finds his way to Tatooine somehow, inspired by the Obi-Wan Kenobi's message from the Jedi Beacon, and he's been on a decade-long quest of his own, and he wants to find Obi-Wan Kenobi, active refuge, and restore the Jedi Order. So we're introducing a brand new Jedi character called Nari. This individual's been on a 10-year quest of his own. He's looking to restore the Order, basically just bring everything back and pull it away from the dark side, which makes a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense why I've never heard of this character before. But, when you kind of retrofit things back into the story, there will inevitably be this situation where people just are kind of all over the place, right? But here's Obi-Wan's message. This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen, with the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi trust in the Force. Do not return to the Temple. That time has passed, and our future is uncertain. Avoid Coruscant. Avoid detection. Be secret, but be strong. We will each be challenged, our trust, our faith, our friendship, but we must persevere, and in time, I believe a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you always. How does Neri track down Obi-Wan Kenobi from that? How does he track him down if Obi-Wan Kenobi's a legend at keeping hidden? This is what confuses me a little bit about this. Apparently that's how this individual, this young Jedi, found him. How would Anakin Skywalker not find Obi-Wan Kenobi, or the Emperor, for that matter, not find Obi-Wan Kenobi? Doesn't make a lot of sense, I'm not going to lie, but never mind. So what Nari does not know is Obi-Wan obviously has a secret mission bigger than anything Nari could dream of. Obi-Wan does not want to be found. Nari is jeopardizing Kenobi's mission, and he does not even realize it. So this is this new character, basically being a bit of a peen. A presence I haven't felt since. The Grand Inquisitor Reva, the third sister, and the fifth brother have tracked Nari to Tatooine. And there's some implication they are aware of Nari's quest to reunite with Kenobi and restore the Jedi Order. Apparently that's going to be part of this series. Interesting. Reva senses Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I find that to be quite surprising. I do find that to be quite surprising that Reva manages to sense Obi-Wan Kenobi. Again, the Emperor should have. Anakin should have. But, you know, Reva can. Okay, sure. The Grand Inquisitor berates her for thinking she could ever track Kenobi when he himself cannot. Again, that does make sense, you know. Like, again, how? How could this individual sense Kenobi? This enrages Reva as they interrogate the life forms of Tatooine about the young Jedi. Her patience is thin and she's maiming people who do not comply with her investigation. Uncle Owen observes their brutality and his stomach drops. He thinks Kenobi is making things worse for Luke Skywalker and he needs to get Kid home to their farm before he's discovered. Makes sense. Like that. Kenobi tries to make contact with Luke and give him a gift. Owen is furious and sends him away. So the article continues and says, look, good story opportunity. So Nari's presence on Tatooine is rather smart. This straggler creates a situation where Kenobi remaining on Tatooine is actually putting young Luke Skywalker at risk. Leaving for a time is the better option. Yes, I agree in part, but I also say that this is slightly confusing because, again, how would Nari find Kenobi? How would the Inquisitors sense Kenobi? Doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm sure you can agree, especially when, you know, the likes of Anakin and the Emperor cannot. Maybe it's just a proximity situation. But they started this article by saying Kenobi's a legend at keeping hidden. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me anyway. Reva senses both Nari and Kenobi, although her compatriots do not. So Nari is incidentally acting as cover for both Luke and Obi-Wan. Nari has no idea that this is the case or even what he is walking into. When Bail Organa asks Obi-Wan Kenobi to leave Tatooine on a mission to save 10-year-old Princess Leia, Kenobi realizes that there is an advantage to leaving Luke's proximity. By leaving the world, he is protecting Luke Skywalker, and Leia is as important as Luke, and it will pull the Jedi Hunters off-world. The advantages of leaving far outweigh the risks. So there you have it. There's some information there. I think that's interesting. And then we also had this. So Princess Leia, Kamal, Nanjiani, the Inquisitors, and more. And some more plot stuff. So let's take a look at this, right? So we said about this, how Kenobi leaves Tatooine, the circumstances surrounding that. Bail Organa shows up in Obi-Wan's cave, saying that she's been abducted and the Organas need his help. Obi-Wan takes public transport off Tatooine, like we see in the Book of Boba Fett, to a world described as Reno, if it were a Star Wars planet. Interesting. It says a plan to capture. The Inquisitors have studied the Jedi's past that they are hunting and have an understanding of who was close to certain living Jedi before Order 66. As the hunt for Obi-Wan Kenobi by the Grand Inquisitor commences, the fifth brother and the vile third sister begin to pull on threads that will spring Kenobi from out of the shadows so they can slay him. The idea is to have Senator Organa's daughter captured and see who comes to save her. So there you go, that's interesting. It's actually them that capture Princess Leia, at least kidnap her anyway. Kamal Nanjiani and Space Reno. So remember in Rogue One, Star Wars story, how Cassian had contacts in the shadows that he would meet for information. Well, Kenobi travels to a world no one wants to go to, full of crime, scum and villainy, Space Reno. This is where he meets up with Kamal Nanjiani's character, a contact of Organa's and Kenobi's. Nanjiani's character then points him to a spice den where Leia is being held captive. A disguised Kenobi then sneaks into the spice den and rescues 10-year-old Princess Leia. And presumably, the Inquisitors are there, waiting to bang him up. The article does note that they're hearing good things about Kamal Nanjiani's character in the series. So, interesting. Interesting. Apparently Leia has a lot of sassy pep. She's difficult and funny, so basically a younger version of what we'd already seen. So that's fine. You know, sure, that sounds fine. It'll be interesting to see how that sort of develops and moves forward. But there you have it. I mean, there's some pretty key major plot devices and plot points, I guess, for Obi-Wan Kenobi revealed. What do you guys think? Good or bad? Let me know down below in the comments. If you're new here, please do subscribe, turn the bell notifications on, and set them on to all. Thank you so much. What did you think of the Book of Boba Fett? Again, let me know that down below. Are you looking forward to Kenobi? Because it's coming around really fast now. A lot of this content is coming around really fast, so let me know what you think. Cheers, guys. Take care.